I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go... Back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress... isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets... worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotsnov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
What did I do to you? That's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning.
Christ almighty.
Perfectly, my lord.
My apologies, but we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table are still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But I'm just a village girl.
I wouldn't have thought it, good wife. Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil. And I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Actually, it's a little bit my fault.
What are you saying, boy?
Me and my lords were sent to negotiate an alliance with von Berghoff. But that snake was using us the whole time to do his dirty work. He pretended he was willing to cross over to the side of Wenceslas. But instead, he sent us to fight against the king's allies.
And if that wasn't enough, von Orlitz and the Prague militia joined with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trusky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hynek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was? So he's no longer here? Thank Christ.
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hynek, he was somewhat disturbed.
I can't say I'm surprised. They quarreled, did they?
Let's just say that after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will...
What do you think about all of this?
What kind of question is that?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So,
the Margrave will certainly want to talk to you. But I hope until then...
Just an offer. So you'd...
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns. For the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question.
So be it. I could...
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von...
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed...
Thank you for the...
It's the least I could...
I suppose I ought to get to bed.
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Cross that corridor, but first, I told my servant Susanna to...
That was something.
How can I help you, sir?
Show me your wares.
Happy to be of service, sir.
Lord Pisek said we could have a...
Yes, sir. I prepared the whole...
Thank you.
You needn't. And now...
God be with you.
How was your trip? The journey itself was great. No delays, nice weather. But I've got to say, it's a scary place out there.
Nothing but footpads and ruffians, eh? I keep saying this country needs a firm hand.
What did I do to you?
Mind where you're going.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting. Before you go... Oh...
No. Do you...
No?
So...
You haven't dismissed...
Oh, I see.
What did I do to you?
Meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Lo, the Worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. What do you say, lad?
Well, your grandfather was right. A castle with a weak garrison is no good for anything. But your men... I'd say the girls from our village would do a better job of defending the place.
What did you say? Why don't you show us how it's done?
Sure.
Show us what you're making.
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't pull cock! The first to...
No chance. Enough! Leave me!
Excellent, Henry.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small...
Oh.
A hunting crossbow. I was meaning to sell it.
My word. I better go and find Zizka.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was...
Do you want to come with us to see Yobs?
Not really. I have a...
Why?
A woman...
It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days.
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
I doubt I'll ever live long enough to be as battered as you.
Ha! Looking at you, I've no fear of that.
I don't...
You might be surprised. War leaves its mark. But enough chat.
That's why I'm here. I wanted to take Catherine along, too. But she said she'd rather get the horse...
She's doing the right thing. And you better run ahead and greet...
What about...
No, I'm not surprised. If I know... He might.
Are you...
I always...
I'll be going.
day. And with you?
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here.
So I've heard. But it's been some time since our meeting in Rattay, and now you appear...
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances to meet Zizka in. They sent him to the Trotsky region to cause problems, and our paths happened to cross. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And...
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg?
Enough about Zizka. I also heard something about a pillory and poaching. What the hell did you and Sir Hans get up?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Bergov refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
You can't even imagine it, Your Grace.
I certainly cannot, in truth. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to...
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Bergov.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Rattay.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk. And do you want to tell me anything else?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of... By the way, you said you were in von Bergov's dungeon. Tell me.
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that.
How did you prepare?
I just thought something...
Henry, what you might...
I don't know.
But you said you had time to...
Well...
I've had better liars.
Although it wasn't me who told him, von Bergov...
What?
About Liechtenstein. I'm really sorry, sir.
But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
But Lord Liechtenstein... What if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay.
What? I have to rescue Sir
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord...
But I made a promise.
I understand, but honestly, the most sensible course...
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hynek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hynek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
Oh. And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother!
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in his godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me. Even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Inek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Should we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Now you... You're going to get it.
What's it to be? Are you gonna fight or drop dead?
You're already scarred.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the Devil's Den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the... We're looking for the...
Well, when I said we have a lot... This is the innkeeper.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering...
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, and I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice.
I didn't, she?
Pay him.
All right, then. Here...
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much... We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what...
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for...
Did you hear, Lord Chish?
Yes, I did. Of course.
Who's this dev...
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want...
In a treacherous old... One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a... I still recall...
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night.
Ha! Well, I could bet on the...
Can he be trusted? He looks like he'd be happy to...
Treadlight? Well, I don't think so. They'd arrest him as...
If you say so. What's up?
That won't be easy. He got locked up.
What?
Who captured him?
How should I know?
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came off.
Well, he botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't. Fuck. It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know
why? The town guard took it.
Fuck.
My words. Otherwise, not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was...
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened.
A month?
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him that. They want to send his soul. The devil is a proper...
What are they planning to do?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want... They'll take him to their camp outside of...
Who told you that?
When someone owes your dice wager, they say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him...
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards.
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around. Can you think of anything else?
Well, how about...
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp.
Maybe?
Maybe.
What place is...
This narrow gully with a nice west of here.
Looks like there's still some sense.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubienka to get the hand cannons. He may be... Surely.
Great. At least I won't have to...
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at... Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Keep your eyes on the
Shishka
road,
anyway?
you fool! Can't
We
you
tried
see
to
where
capture
you're
him,
going?
but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. That's just how my face is.
My condolences, then. Especially to your family. If my wife gave birth to something like that, I wouldn't know whether to fetch a priest or a shovel.
You don't know shit about my family, so keep your mouth shut.
Or what?
Or... you'll see.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're still...
God bless you. You hungry beast.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another bore. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'd gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks.
Oh, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. but we better pick up our pace. I need to piss. What a relief. I just better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, almost done. Oh, not done yet. Finally.
Come here!
There's a path above the stream leading to it. There were also some pretty rocks nearby. Ada used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lass. Or when he was returning. He can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Ada could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Eda are. One time.
What are we gonna...
Well, welcome to our...
This man.
Hey!
So where are the...
We hit something, and something is...
Don't you remember...
Well...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of those places?
We're gonna dig...
Nonsense.
Which one is that? Come on, then.
Lad, hey! Here it is. Bring the shovel. Be quick. It is already taking us longer than we wanted. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Odil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Good day. Another mongrel.
Listen.
Just tell me you didn't throw those high...
Of course not.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something...
Why don't you go your...
the water is cold and the...
But if I get wet, that's all...
Not just all right.
Why not? It'll make...
Good boy.
I found some...
Beautiful.
Cheers.
Right. Enough playing around, Dick. Here.
Are you sure?
Ah, so this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
What's that you got?
So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never. I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are two kinds of people. See?
God, why?
Don't.
Will you take the... Right.
Let's go.
I'd rather go...
Quick!
Talking and boozing and boozing.
I think I've heard that one before.
Talking and boozing and fucking. Bring on.
To hell with the hand cannons. Don't you want to get on the road and sing to the convoy? They'd bleed out of their ears and we'd be done.
That doesn't rhyme much. Waters of foulets and drags from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today. Still we'll be merry. Drink your booze, then we'll make ass roll like berries. Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's her best feature. She'll break your heart and you want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother. Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go?
The next time you want to send me looking for something with Kubienka, just...
Did we find those...
When you spend more time with Kubienka, you'll realize...
Aye.
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastard.
What a load of...
What rubbish. It is like a battlement, but on a...
Shut up!
Well, make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we...
So, Kubienka, take half of them...
Where will I go?
You'll stay here.
And...
We'll wait for them...
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
You hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Paul!
What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting. We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Matilda!
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Well, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
So next time, will you? I'd rather settle it with... That's easy. Surrender until you hang... The only one surrendering will... Oh, Rupert. Bring that bastard to me. And you... Halt! All right.
Listen to me carefully. If you don't...
Oh,
that's... not...
And you're... Have at them.
Fuck you!
I'll kill you.
It's a wonder you're still standing! We're going to gut you, you whoreson.
What's it to be? Are you gonna fight or drop dead?
Hey, get him!
What do you want?
Go fuck yourself!
Die! Fuck off! He's had it!
You ever held a weapon before?
Help me! Go to hell!
You're bleeding, are we?
You will lose badly!
I'll rip your eye!
Looking for?
Amen to you!
We should get out of here.
The sooner we're gone... Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some...
Hideout. Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubienka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
All right.
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubienka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
I reckon I don't have a choice, do
I like that boy already.
At least tell him where to find the bug.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak. But who knows where they ended up.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
In that case, there is no one else left.
And
I think
Liechtenstein can wait. I better look.
Great. But be careful. I didn't recruit them for their pretty eyes. They're probably not going to be very friendly after what happened, so be nice to them.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right, go ahead. But don't forget, Catherine's waiting for you in Kuttenberg.
You said you...
You really... Anyway, that's fine.
Tell me...
Well, he and...
But you...
Yeah, you...
Where could...
There...
I'll go up...
But Big was Slavic, who kept him from ending up on the gallows because...
Now tell me...
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. He's also dead. I hear there's someone robbing merchants, or maybe the...
What about...
Of course.
Who is...
Oh, that's easy. He's called Edda because he can't keep his snake. He's Polish. But I'll...
Do you know...
I have no idea.
How am I...
Yes, you do. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I'll...
Tell me...
Graniak has a great... Oh,
how did he get...
How do you... But he would...
Do you have...
Oh, I don't know anything.
What can I get for you?
Tell me about...
Janos. He's from Hungary. He's been...
And how did...
Not at all. He was... But if you...
How can I recognize...
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He speaks almost like where you talk.
Thanks.
I may...
I'd better go and look. I must have been mistaken. Sorry.
Quick! Quick! Die! Die! Quick! Die! Just a bit further. Ka! Ka! Quick! Whoa!
G'day, g'day. Another mongrel.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Nothing to your liking, sir?
What do you have?
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me.
That's right. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil...
He is free. Anyway, tell him I'm dead.
I'd like to find the...
Just Ranyek. It has been a few days.
What did he want from...
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, as always.
Do you know...
Last time he told me...
Thanks. I'll be on my way.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the... God knows he needs it badly.
We can. Though I don't know...
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincere... Look at me. I used to... But I learned that it was the...
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and... Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But, if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I haven't known him very long. But he doesn't inspire much confidence in me.
That's good. The better you get to know him, the worse it gets.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here. At my brother's grave.
Is that...
You know my brother's...
Aye.
Aye. We were in the band together. But the priest was...
Was that important?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke, Father Havel put a roof over together.
This is where...
Here is...
Let's get...
Aye, but it's Latin, so listen. Pater Noster, qui is in careless, sanctify cater, adventit ad rectum to whom... Your turn now.
Pater adventit at...
That's right. Panem most room.
Amen.
That's that then. A nice little prayer.
I hope the Lord will hear it. I'll let you meditate in peace here.
Wait a bit. Here, take this. You're a good man. I don't want to ever touch them again.
Oh.
Think about what I told you. Jesus can help you too.
Ah!